This month's question is, how is it possible to be a Proverbs 31 woman? And it's brought to us by probably every girl who's ever tried to be a Proverbs 31 woman. Well, the difficulty in being a Proverbs 31 woman is that the list is so incredibly difficult. And while I've never tried to be a Proverbs 31 woman in particular, I do have a few thoughts on this. This list is a challenge. This woman stays up late, gets up early, she makes clothes for her kids, she feeds them, she makes their linens that need to be, she supports her husband, he seems to be a great husband, he's known at the gate, he'll be behind every good man is a good woman, and she just seems to be so incredibly productive. She buys land, she sells the linens that she makes, she just seems absolutely incredible, all while taking care of the poor. And here's my thoughts on this. First, this is likely not one woman. So to say, well, this woman in Proverbs 31, her name is Susie, and she did all of these things. No, these are likely things that many different women did that can be lauded, that are wonderful, that were put together in one list as kind of examples of what a virtuous woman might do. The second thing is, the world has really changed since this was written. So, for example, we have something called the Industrial Revolution and the specialization of labor. So therefore saying, is it good for a woman to spend her time making her kids socks? Probably not a good use of your time. Nothing wrong with it per se, but to say that's some sort of requirement that's fulfilling probably is a little bit overstating. The point of this passage is the character of the woman. So the woman may not have a husband, the woman may not have kids, the woman may do almost very few of the things on this list. The point is the character. So let me give you an example to try to illustrate. So maybe you're a woman, you come home from work, let's say you have a job, and you're really tired. It was a terrible day, you're stressed, and all you want to do is sit down and binge watch some Gilmore Girls or whatever. Well, let's say you have a son and he has a really important choir concert that night. And you could say, I could just have my son's friend's mom take him and then I won't go because, I really need a me night. While nothing wrong with having a me night in particular, maybe in this particular case you say, what kind of thing would a Proverbs 31 woman do? Would you say, it would really be best for me to stay home and do nothing, but it would really be best for my son if I went with him and supported him tonight. See, these are the kind of character qualities we need to think about. We need to not get caught up in the individual things Proverbs 31 commands us to do. We need to be focused on the character and the type of person that God wants us to be. So, how can we possibly be a Proverbs 31 woman? Well, the key is you want to have the virtue of a Proverbs 31 woman. And let me tell you, that will be challenging enough.